Hey there, people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Hopefully, you're doing good. Today, I'm in a very good mood. Very happy because I'm about to do initial impression on a fragrance, which means a lot to me. This fragrance is none other than YSL Opium Purum, and this is the EDP concentration. Finally, I found a bottle. It's a 50 ml, but it's precious. All these days, I've been wearing the Opium EDT, which is discontinued at this point. This was long gone, okay, and I had seen review from Super Dacob and couple of other reviewers, but not that many covering this fragrance. And this is a special fragrance in many ways. This review can be like old days when I used to talk a lot. It can go up to 20 minutes. I don't know if it's less, more. I don't care. I'm going to be talking about this gem and how much I waited for this and what it's like and why is it special and who is it for, stuff like that in depth. And I will talk about it. It's going to be more like a discussion than review. Hopefully you're doing good, and hopefully you're in good health. The most important thing is health always. If your health is good, everything in life you say thank God for, or thanks Jesus, or thanks God, whatever. So time, my favorite time is 4:20. You can say 4:20, 4:15 a.m. Very peaceful and quiet. So let me talk about the weather. I don't know why I say about the weather, but our weather nowadays is a bit gloomy. It's raining every day, but it's still humid. So I think it's going to go on for a few days. And this kind of weather, it's kind of tricky. You don't know what to exactly wear. But I was wearing this fragrance yesterday, and I want to talk about it. Just want to try it. So I would like to say, first of all, big thanks to one of our brothers, Ahsanul bhai. I think he lives in Chittagong, Port City, and I think he used to live abroad. And he collected a lot of great fragrances. And this is one of them. In our marketplace, we have a group. He posted this. I did not at first notice. Like, I thought it's just a regular opium, and the opium EDT is available still in Bangladesh, even though it's discontinued. I thought I don't need backup bottle because I have this. Then I was scrolling down, then I saw this fragrance. He wrote a comment like many people would not find this, and I thought, I have a backup bottle, so I want to put it up for sale for a very decent price. He did, and he said I wanted someone to enjoy this or experience it. I don't think anybody noticed the EDP or people understood the value of this. I was so lucky. I knocked him late night and I could secure the bottle. Thank you so much, brother. I know that I bought this from him. He did not gift it to me, but you don't have any idea how much this one means to me because I got it through him. He's an excuse, right? So let's talk about it because I'm not talking long. I'm not going to be rushing my video today, right? I have another video coming up. That one I'll rush. Like, I'll put a list for you. So this review is for people who are diehard fan of this house, YSL. Also this line. People know YSL nowadays mostly due to La Nuit de l'Homme, L'Homme, YSL IEP, these lines, like the newer lines. But back in the days, there was Kuros line, and this one, YSL Purum, some classics. I was lucky enough to pick up some classics. I reviewed them, the women's Opium. So Opium was a big fragrance. This fragrance, I think women's one came out before this, or maybe I could be wrong. This one is a 90s baby. And I think both these fragrances came out in the same year, 1995. I didn't do so much of research, but I'm gonna let you know what I got from my research. So where do I start? Okay, EDT here. This is fragrance I have for quite a few years now. I did not want to buy this fragrance at first for a few reasons. I did not understand this fragrance. This is as complex as it gets in designer side. It's something like I see it in sort of like way where like, give me a second. Yeah, guys, I'm so sorry that I received a call and I picked it up, so I lost sort of flow. It took a long pause. Where I paused, it's like after that I talked about 15-20 minutes. Anyway, so I think I was somewhere here. Like, when I tried this fragrance first time, I did not like it. I did not understand this fragrance, and it's as complex. Yeah, it's as complex as some house like Amouage for me and Opium. It's like that fragrance. Like when I sniffed it, I was not quite sure what I was smelling. Back in the days, I was still learning, and I'm still learning now, but some 5-6 years back, 7 years back, this fragrance was totally like not what I would wear in normal, day-to-day basis. So I tried it many times in one shop called Starling Enterprise, one of our brother's shop, and I bought it like after a few years. I'm like, let's just keep it, maybe I'll understand later. So I was never really a fan of these kind of packaging, this thin glass, and the cap is like plastic. It's not of the highest quality. These bottles are not like YSL's premium bottles, okay? And these are actually more affordable than La Nuit de l'Homme or something like Kuros. So this fragrance, people talked about how great the EDP was, the blue bottle. There's a one version before the EDP, and this is the first reform or something like that, the other one came in the blue casing, which is this color. Okay, and if you find it somewhere, I think you should get it, even it's $500 because it's so rare. After that, they released this transparent bottle. They look identical almost, but there are differences. Okay, so I'll talk about it. So basically, they're both released in same year. I noticed 1995, I think, and there are a lot of similarities, and there is also a lot of differences. I saw Super Dacob's review. I think he talked about 30 minutes or odd, and one other review. So I was super interested in this one. Okay, after 4 or 5 years, I understood this fragrance in one fine winter, and I loved it. So I'm wearing this fragrance in my right arm here, and then I'm wearing this left one for review sake on my left arm. So what's the difference between EDT and EDP? So let's talk about presentation. So this is how the box looks, a little bit different than the 100 ml. And always notice for this part where it says EDP, if you can get a 50 ml for under $100, it's a good win. And it says YSLExperience.com. I don't know when it was released. I didn't check the batch code. And this is how the packaging looks. I think this is the batch code. Okay, you can take a look. And the bottle again here, it's not very impressive. It's the same bottle as this one. Okay, like the EDT, kind of like raised here. And there are these lines. Reminds me of Kenzo Homme, the EDT Intense, the new bottles. Very simplistic in nature. Same cap. Nothing really inspiring, to be honest. It's very reminiscent of 90s fragrances. And I'll show you the difference between the juice color. If you can, eyes can pick it up. This is so much brighter than EDT. Juice color doesn't matter, but I'll still show you. You can see this bit light yellow, this is bit orangish kind of yellow. And sprayer wise, let me put this again on my skin. EDT, really great sprayer. And this one, I'll treasure this so much, just wearing this for the review sake. Okay, there you go. So let me tell you the notes breakdown and I'll get to this. Okay, so notes breakdown is exact same for both EDT and EDP, which goes like, I think, star anise, blackcurrant, Sichuan pepper, yalanga, I don't know if I'm saying that right, bourbon vanilla, tolu balsam, and atlas cedar. Let me see the other one. Yeah, I think it's the same exact note breakdown. Okay, I think I'll show you. I saved it from Fragrantica 1 here, and the other one is here. So basically, you know, they just replace the blackcurrant from left to right here, or left, I don't know, just the exact same nose breakdown. So let this settle down. Let me tell you what my initial impression was on Opium EDT. Opium for women, I still have, no, I don't have that women bottle. I have currently like more modern interpretation, like YSL's fragrances I do wear. Where is my bottle? I don't know, man, where I kept it. Yeah. YSL is a very traditional house. I really like it. It has a lot of heritage. I wear this black opium once, and I just keep it for reference. And I do have one limited edition women's perfume from Opium line, but the main opium for women that came in this square box with that maroon color, very hard to find. Those are amazing. Animalic, regal, long-lasting, just out there, authentic, exotic, everything you can think of. That's what Opium for Women was. Men's one, I remember when I put it on first time, I would say something funny. It reminded me of this one, Vapor Up, and and I think this is what Vapor Up Vicks, right? So you guys, if you do not know what this is, if I open it, this one is like ointment. If you have a headache, if you have blocked nose, it smells like menthol. It smells like medicine. Let's just keep it here. And the blackcurrant, whatever is in there, it doesn't smell quite like Aventus or anything. Okay, I'll tell you, it doesn't smell like Aventus. This fragrance, it says YSL here. Okay, so opening wise, it's very tough for me. It's not that opening you find in any other fragrance. It's a bit medicinal, and they say blackcurrant, and that was other note, star anise. I smelled star anise in Guerlain, Lanston de Guerlain. It has that, and then Perrier is perhaps M. These two fragrances have that note, and it's a note that not entry-level perfume enthusiasts to appreciate. This fragrance will be appreciated by people who lived in that era, 80s, 70s, 90s. They can tell you, yes, this is relatable. If you give it to a teenager right now or someone who's 20s, they will straight up be scared and run away. Same thing as Kuro, Stade Lapidus, or something like, you know, I'll show you. Givenchy's Gentleman, there's a reason why I'm keeping it here. I'll come to that. Another fragrance I would say, same class as this, is Bhushan Jaipur. Okay, let me put these here. This is gonna be a long video, man. I'm enjoying my talk. So this fragrance, if you know Bhushan Jaipur, this is the same class as Opium. They're the same class, even Givenchy Gentleman, not the same fragrance, but they have their more mature vibe. These are fragrances I do not recommend to youngsters. Same as EDP. I'm going to come to EDP after I finish talking about this. So opium, it has that peaks and kind of like a fruity, spicy opening, and followed by desert bourbon vanilla. That the dry down is much more wearable, but I think this fragrance you have to like withstand first 1 hour to go to that part which is safer that bit, if I can say so. And it's a very complex perfume. I enjoy this through and through only in winters and also rainy nights when it's a little bit cool. High heat situation, this fragrance is not my cup of tea. It lasts decent time on me. EDP lasts 2 hours more than this. So I'll get to that, right? So as I'm discussing the notes breakdown, this is the exact same notes breakdown is shown in Fragrantica and EDP. Some of the writings came off actually, I think, yeah. But in terms of smell, there are differences, okay? So when I smell YSL Opium EDT, it's more brighter compared to this. And it's that bit now I can see it's more citrusy. There's some citrus elements up there, like blackcurrant plus maybe bergamot or something like that, that brightens it up compared to this. This is a bit bright. First difference. Second difference is the longevity wise, this one lasts 5 to 6. This one lasted like 7 hours plus, like 8th mark. I could smell it on my skin. So this is a beast. In humid condition, it lasts. So imagine in winter, it will last a lot. So I'm thinking good weather condition, if not our country, no pollution, this one can easily go up to 10 hours plus. Okay, so longevity wise, this is way superior. This one is good. 5 hours is not bad, but this is thick. So when I smell the EDP, okay, here it goes. This smells like straight up a niche fragrance. Even if the EDT, you feel it's borderline niche or kind of like something Rojada would make or something like Amouage would make, for sure you can say the Opium EDP, I think Jacques Cavalier made this. Man, what a master perfumer. This fragrance straight up smells like Chanel quality. I am not joking. And here goes the big fragrance I want to bring, Chanel Allure. If you know the class of that fragrance, okay, if you know the class of that fragrance, this stands the same ground on that. So head to toe, like same fragrance, like quality wise, okay. So I'm trying to say this is a special unit. Whatever the juice inside, you never mind the bottle. The bottle is of poor quality. I have to admit, I hate this bottle. But you know, if you get to love some bottles, but the juice in there, man, this has spices. In short, this one has the opening of that medicinal, little bit like spicy, powdery, you know, that star anise, but it goes slowly to that nice sort of vanilla and thick, powdery, spicy masculine fragrance, just like Bhushan Puram. I just love this. So if you happen to love this one, Givenchy Gentleman, which is a kind of like an animalic fragrance, which has honey and I think castoreum or civet and leather, it's all of them belong in the same family. Okay, so I am trying to say this is a boss man fragrance. It's not meant to be taken out and used casually when you're going out for a walk or just going to drugstore, not drugstore, just like superstore. If you're going for a special occasion, very special day, you know, it's windy, it's stormy, and you're in the mood, you know, you are feeling like you're going to do something important, this is the fragrance. This is an important fragrance. Okay, I'm not very good at discussing notes. I'm just telling you my emotions. When I wear this, this is how it makes me feel. How many sprays? I go 3 sprays with this. 1 back of my neck and 2 on my each arm. Okay, that's it. This one continues to move around in the air, and I sometimes think like, what am I smelling, you know? And the great fragrance is Dior Eau Sauvage. Okay, this fragrance also is very mysterious, very high class, very hard to find. So these are all in the same family of mature guy fragrance. This is something I don't want to say American Psycho Christian Bale would wear. It doesn't smell like egoistic. Like I would say this fragrance, this one, it's that platinum egoist. This is that fragrance I would say American Psycho would wear. This is a fragrance. It's for straight up gentlemen. This is a fragrance for a father figure. This is a fragrance you wear on the special occasion, Christmas or Eid, whatever, and you are marriage, wedding anniversary, you're getting married. This can be a signature scent. Such a significant, hard to find rare gem. I'm pretty sure not many reviewers got to try this and they have it in their collection because it's so rare. Okay, so I have seen 5,000, I think 500 pounds for this in one Malaysian Amazon site. That could be like fake, I don't know, but it's expensive. Okay, so price is not the matter. Even if you get this for $10, you must get this fragrance. Even if you get it for 500 bucks, you must get this. Okay, the level of sheer manliness, masculinity. You stand out. It's a little bit more like barber shop on this one. Okay, man, it's smelling like, let me get that fragrance. Wait, I am actually walking past my, I didn't pause the video. I was talking about this fragrance. This is a good thing having a Bluetooth. Okay, I was talking about this fragrance, Perial SM. If you cannot find Opium Pura, I'm not saying this is going to replace that, but if you cannot find that one, I think M is also discontinued, but this is as close as you get to Opium. If you layer Perial SM with perhaps I don't know, Lanston de Guerlain, the EDT new version, perhaps you'll get something like Opium. But Opium on its right, man, oh, such a great fragrance. And my brother, who said, I cannot wait to see your review, yeah, he knew I was talking about. He said not everybody has it. So yeah, the EDT and EDP, very different fragrance. I don't know what makes them different, because the notes breakdown is exactly the same. Why can't I do that? Yeah, this fragrance, you can get it. If you can get it, definitely get the EDT, because it's gonna get rare. And this is a fragrance you'll understand much later, and you respect it. Okay, this is the next level respect. This is a CEO. This is a guy who's successful. He does not need anybody by his side to be successful. He did it all by himself. Okay, great little perfume, great fragrance. Okay, so overall longevity is great and uniqueness is great. Oh, some weaknesses. If I have to criticize this fragrance, I would say this is not for youth. No youngsters will, in right mind, they will say, oh man, I love that fragrance. I got 30 compliments in my college. That's not going to happen. If you wear this at workplace, people will know, they'll respect you, but they will not have the courage to come up to you and ask like what you're wearing. They'll just remember you by this fragrance. Man, it's that one masculine fragrance. Another downside is it's super rare to find now. It's going to be very overpriced. Do not pay the price. I said $500, but perhaps don't do it. Maybe you can get many other fragrances in this ballpark, but if money is not an issue, if sentiments are important, Opium Purum EDP definitely is one OG fragrance. I cannot give it any less than 10. The Opium is good. This is great. Opium Purum EDP. That's my review. Man, both are actually nice. I'm not disliking any of them. I also like this. This is Meet Pour Bright, the EDT. The EDP is a bit more thick and dense on the vanilla, and I think it's nice. It's just great. But try all these fragrances that I mentioned. Perialis M. Try to get Bhushan Puram by Jaipur, Bhushan Puram, those fragrances, or Givenchy Gentleman, or no, Black Opium, not much. It's a women's perfume. If you can get Chanel Allure, that's a great little perfume. And this is also very super rare, Eau Sauvage Parfum. So these are fragrances which are top class of designer. They can compete with any niche fragrance, I believe. And look for them. Okay, and I hope some great reviewers will review this as well. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did watch, I do appreciate this, and it means a lot to me. I want to pay tribute to this fragrance. I'll re-review this in winter, how it gives me feel. I'm pretty sure it's going to be even better then. Take care. 10 of 10 masterpiece, Opium Purum EDP. Take care guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.